Here's everything we know coming to Overwatch 2 Season 7 Rise of Darkness. To start us off, I'm going to be talking about content and then the balance patch notes that were discussed a week ago. So first of all, we know that we are getting a new control map that is King of the Hill. For people that don't know, I believe it's King of the Hill, right? Guys, control is King of the Hill. It's the one with 3 different points, King of the Hill. Yeah. It's control, right? Okay, I was just messing around. I know what it is. I've been playing this game for 7 years. So Samoa is a new map. There was a small teaser by one of the people that made this map. They said that it's going to have like a lava zone. You'll probably see the map on screen right now, and you can see that in the background there's this giant volcano. So maybe we're gonna have a team fight somewhere in there, or maybe in the volcano. Actually, I would really love if we explored like a volcano map in Overwatch. That would be super cool. Like we have like a city section, which is the one that we're seeing in front of us right now, like the main city in Samoa, and then we go within it, and there's a like an outpost for Overwatch or Talon or something in the volcano, and then you have like maybe an island zone somewhere else. So in regards to that, I would really love to see that. This map looks really cool visually. It's very aesthetically pleasing and very beautiful. So I cannot wait to get on it and start playing on it. I really hope overall that it's a good map, because some of the maps Overwatch has released, especially for push at least, have been very on and off. So control map is something that they've always been rather comfortable with, and none of the control maps have been bad. Even the snowy one, the Eco Point Antarctica, and they call it something else, that one is really good too. So that's it for the map. The next thing that's coming in terms of content is the actual Rise of Darkness Battle Pass, and the confirmed Mythic skin is, spoiler alert. I'm going to give you a few minutes if you want to not hear this to click off, and this is where we're going to stop or skip ahead, and we're going to talk about the content within the actual season itself. Okay, you were warned. I drew it out a little bit as well. The Mythic skin is for Hanzo. It's called Onryo Hanzo. Now, I'm not going to display it in the video because, Blizzard can still take it down and things like that. But there's a link to it down in the description below. We also have skins for other characters. I will let you look at them. We got a beautiful Widowmaker skin, a gorgeous Victorian doll Echo skin, and there's so much more that we still haven't seen, and I can't wait for this trailer. The trailer for this season is coming out on October 4th. So that is something to keep your eyes on, ladies and gentlemen. October 4th, keep an eye on the Overwatch 2 YouTube channel. Okay, so that is it for the skins and the Battle Pass. But there's one more thing. In Overwatch 2 Season 7, Rise of Darkness, we have a phenomenal collab that Blizzard is doing with the Diablo 4 team. Yes, you heard it right. It's not with some anime, because collabs can be with other things too. This is a collaboration with one of their other games, really successful title, Diablo 4, and it is Moira getting a Lilith skin. It looks gorgeous. Again, you can see this skin in the leaks down below. Again, don't want to put it on screen because you know how Blizzard can be sometimes. And the skin looks amazing. You already know that that is not going to be in the Battle Pass. If Blizzard actually put that in the Battle Pass, that would be an insane move. But because it's a collaboration skin, because the proceedings has to go to both the Diablo and the Overwatch team, and some of it has to actually go to Blizzard, I highly doubt it. So regardless, Lilith Moira looks phenomenal, and you know that they're gonna charge high for it. In my opinion, she'll most likely only be like, if from a bundle perspective, we don't know what's in the bundle and everything, but man, she's got to be at least 35. Like, her bundle's got to be at least 35. And if you buy her individually, like, I don't know how it's going to work, if you can buy the skin individually or not, but damn, it's going to be crazy when Lilith Moira comes into the game. Hopefully she actually has some unique animations. Now we got the skin, we got the map out of the way. This is the part that is a little bit boring for some people, but really interesting for myself and a lot of others. As we started Overwatch 2 Season 6, we got some really big balance changes that I'll be showing you on screen right now. So as you can see, we had the tank changes for Jungle Queen, who got an impact damage increase on her Jagged Blade. We had Ursa, who became immortal. Zarya got a ginormous bubble that, it got a health increase, it got a size increase and things like that to help Zarya, like, have a less selfish playstyle. Even then, the best playstyle for her is to just bubble herself. We got some damage changes. Ashe was so irrelevant that it doesn't even matter. Bastion, he got a little bit of a nerf, but he's still really strong. And he got a nerf later into the season 2 where he doesn't get his recovery HP, like he doesn't recover HP anymore, but it doesn't matter. Like Bastion's still really strong. Mei saw a bit of an adjustment, and it's just not working out for them. This is not a good change for Mei, and they already confirmed that this change for her, Deep Chill, and the Atomic Blaster, all of this is going to be reverted, right? Baptiste, his instant healing decreased. Now, we don't know about this. They didn't talk about the supports, which was concerning, but Bap did get a bit of a nerf, and Kiriko's Suzu can now pass through characters too. This was the September 7th patch notes, right? So this was a September. Sorry, this was the mid-season patch. Ladies and gentlemen, my sincerest apologies. This was my birthday. This was the patch on my birthday where they tried to deal with the meta. So these changes and some other changes from earlier on in the season, where again the particular heroes that they want to target are Bastion, Orisa, and Torbjorn. These characters will be getting their buffs reverted. Now, they haven't specifically wrote out what they're doing, but they said that we will see a revert on these characters, and maybe Zarya gets a revert too, even though I don't think she necessarily needs it. Regardless, in my opinion, it's a step in the right direction because your easy to play characters should never have as much value as the characters like Orisa, Bastion, and Torbjorn can bring for free. They're fine characters in low elo, and that's how we should always keep it. Now, moving on, I kind of want to talk about something in regards to the patch notes. Even though they acknowledge the problem within the tank and within the damage role, they refuse to acknowledge the problem within the support role. Now, we do know that Baptiste got a bit of a slap on the wrist. It honestly is still the best support in the game with Iliari. And I really want to see how they're going to handle the support problem. If you guys didn't know, I already covered the support problem and some solutions in my balancing problem video, as well as the solution is 6v6 the solution video. And then I had a balance problem, like, the solution to it. Now, again, I try to be a little bit more forward with these type of videos. I try not to talk about them in super in-depth, even though I can draw it out to about 2 hours of an intense discussion about why, who, what, where, why, when, and why we should do this. But in my personal opinion, I think some of the characters that have high healing and high damage, we need to create a trade-off situation where that if this character excels at this thing, they drop off on this other thing. So I really hope to see that from the Overwatch team, because I personally feel like supports at the moment, they just feel like they don't have weaknesses. They feel really difficult to contest. Flankers are really struggling. So I don't know, like, if we don't deal with supports, we're going to have to buff flankers, and I don't think that's the solution for the game. I don't think we need to buff Genji. I don't think we need to buff Tracer. I don't think we need to buff Reaper. Sombra, oh yeah, that's right, I need to talk about the hero reworks in a moment. So these three main flankers, like, we would have to reapproach them, potentially either break them again and ruin the state of the game again, or we could just approach it from the perspective where we tone down the healing, we allow supports to get contested again, and still maintain their ability to fight back, but there should be some draw off, because right now it just doesn't feel like supports have an opportunity cost for what they do. Most of the supports, not all of them. I think Mercy, Zenyatta, and Lucio are very balanced supports that don't need to be touched ever again. If anything, in my personal opinion, Mercy needs her movement back because she's very clunky and she's been indirectly nerfed by a lot of the changes that have come into the game, especially the support passive nerf that was done. And she could use some help. If anything, I actually think like I still think Lucio is the worst support in the game by far. Like, it's not even a question. He only really works in brawl comps, and even then he you don't have to play him. He's so easily replaceable. It just sucks, right? And then after him, I think Mercy could use a little bit more help, but honestly, she's a fairly balanced character for her one-dimensional design that she is. So this then brings us to the final topic, which is the hero reworks. Now, as everybody knows, Sombra and Roadhog have been going through a massive rework process. We know that Roadhog will be getting his rework in the second half of Season 7, in the mid-season patch. And then in the first half, we're going to have Sombra. Personally, I would have liked if they released both of them right away. But when I thought about it, I'm like, actually, well, they're both different heroes, so it's okay if they release them one by one and isolate the feedback on one character at a time. They're practically going to be new characters because they're both getting new abilities. I really hope that it's actual new abilities and not just some passive that they have now to help them out. So we're gonna wait and see. When it came down to the rework so far, Overwatch has done a decent job. Tank Doom is a little bit debatable, but Orisa, Again, while Orisa might be frustrating to play against because she's overbuffed, her overall rework idea was much more healthy for the game than the terrible playstyle that she had in Overwatch 1. The rework to Brigitte, while it was again unnecessary and unneeded because Brigitte was already really strong, it gave her some more, life into her kit and her ability to play make. We come down to what they're going to be doing with Sombra and Roadhog. Roadhog is basically a big DPS, so what I would like to see for Roadhog is that he has some abilities that can help, quote unquote, tank things for his teammates, like some sort of protection for his team when he's in the lobby. And then what I would like to see for Sombra is Sombra's biggest problem has always been perma-invis. So I believe they already confirmed that perma-invis is going away, which is good. And what I would like to see is just a more active playstyle. I would like to see her just zipping around in the front line as a traditional flanker, then just kind of, again, staying on the sidelines, building EMP, and then going in. So I hope to see more power in her gun. I hope to see more power, and less power in hack, and more power in her gun. So she can actually just feel like she can play the game and not rely on too many mechanics that can easily be countered once you start going up the ladder. So Sombra is a very tricky one. She's really strong in high elo when you have coordinated teams such as Overwatch League. And then in lower elos, she's all over the place because nobody wants to work as a team. So that is it for this video. One final overview, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Samoa map. We got Sombra and Roadhog reworks that's coming. For a balanced patch note, we basically just have them reverting a patch, which is kind of disappointing because I do want to see some fresh changes towards some heroes and see if they can shake up the meta. But honestly, reverting things is not bad either. I think the game is in a good spot. It's just some characters that are ruining it. And then from that perspective, we have, that's right, one final thing, we got free 3,000 credits in Overwatch 2 Season 7. So because the anniversary rewards got bugged, they'll be giving away 3,000 credits in Season 7, and all you have to do is legit just log in that time. Log in and you will get free 3,000 credits, free rewards. It's going to be really nice. I will keep you guys updated if there's any new skins that are free, balance patches, all that good stuff. So if you want more Overwatch news, Overwatch guides, Overwatch content just in general, this is what this channel is all about. And I would really love and appreciate your support, because all I ask is hit the subscribe button and click like. It helps with the algorithm and it means the world to me. And thank you so much for those that are sticking around with the channel. I have something special cooking up for you guys. We'll talk about it in a future live stream. With that being said, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video.